Part 20. Let me just slow my car down here. I'm trying to adjust my table stuff. Decided to stream one more time. It's a bit late in the afternoon, but what do you know? Xavier. Yes. Alright. I'm gonna go get... Yes. I'm gonna go possibly get this car, the Type 66 Avenger. The car's a little banged up. Can't drive very well. Yes. It's even more stuck in the ground than last time. OMG. What's up, Land? About to buy this car here, which is stuck in the ground. I took a screenshot of it last time that I looked at it, weeks ago. And it was stuck in the ground, but not as much as this. It was the you could see half of the wheels last time. This is like maybe 1/4. Oh Lord. There we go. Oh, it raised out of the ground. I bought the 66 Avenger, honey. It was 55,000 euros. I had 61,000. I've been doing a bunch of side stuff since I've been back home after I cut the grass and stuff. Clean the house. Cut the grass first, then clean the house. Nice. Really love the interior of this. It's beautiful. That's fucking sick. Man, that's so awesome. Alright. Let's see. Where was I at? I was down here, I think. Alright, let's go back down here and do that. Hey, come check out the interior of this car. Isn't that beautiful? It's so sexy. It's called the 66 Avenger. Alright. Huh? He's eating grass? Because he's not feeling too well. Oh, you okay? Oh. Were you barefooted? Oh. Yes. I decided to stream again.
River?
V, hey. I need your help.
Sounds like it. What happened?
I should talk about this on the holo. We gotta meet.
When and where? Tell me.
Glenn, tonight. I'll flick you the details. Will you make it?
Do my best.
Thanks, V. Till then.
The Hunts. Oh, that's a sexy piece of machine. Alright, let's do the hunt, I guess. Ooh, I like how it sounds. Missed my turn. It's almost like a Mustang and a Camaro at the same time. Missed my turn again. Oh, that's so sick. God, Quantum 66 Avenger. That's fucking sick, man. I love it. You okay, handsome man? Hey, Sandy, you want to probably keep an eye on in case he throws up. Letting him in after he ate grass. That's wise. You better not throw up in the house, young man. You hear me? You hear me? Don't be throwing up in your house, Mr. Grass Eater. Mr. Grass Eater. Mr. Tail Wagger. You know? Out there eating grass. Like it's going out of style. You okay? You okay, big pups? You okay? You always want love when Daddy's over here streaming, huh? Always wanting attention. Alright. Daddy gonna play now. Okay?
Well,
sit and wait again.
This is the place. Tick, 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 tick.
Well, there he is. He better not hit my car. I'll be pissed. Oh, you came close, Mr. Trevor. Mr. River Car. Came close, mister.
How you holding up?
Been better. I know. Probably not hard to tell.
We've seen this truck before.
Nice ride. Brand new?
Nope.
Not in a chatty mood, I see.
Not really. Sorry.
So, what happened?
Needed someone to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
First, take a look.
There's no sound.
More dead politicians?
Just watch it.
There's no sound. Glitches. Oh, I'm watching. I just can't hear anything. I don't know if there's supposed to be sound or what. Whoa. Sorry for the crunchiness. Munching on some Chex Mix.
This Peter Pan, he an old case? You were looking for him?
Peter Pan.
Never heard of him. Didn't cross my desk.
What's the problem if they caught the guy?
My nephew, Randy. Disappeared not long past. And what you just saw. The kid was wearing Randy's shoes.
Oh, Jesus. Randy's disappearance. Know anything else?
My sister and I don't get along that well. I don't know much. Just wish I could have been there for her when she needed it most.
How do you know he's wearing Randy's shoes? I mean, there's a lot of pair of shoes out there that are identical. Unless it had something identifiable on those pair of shoes that Randy may have put on those shoes.
And what, they figured you'd get emotional and kept you off the case?
More like a restraining order.
Hmm.
Won't let me anywhere near it. Gonagle took the lead on it. Lazy-ass gonk. And so far, he ain't accomplished shit.
No way I'd let this lie.
I know. And that's why I'm asking for your help.
So what do we need to do?
Can't interrogate the guy because he's a veg, but we can view his dreams.
He's a veg?
Sorry, dreams?
You heard me. Come on, I'll explain on the way. It's an experimental procedure, but it's already yielding results.
You better not hit my car when you leave, buddy.
That can be played back as BDs.
Just bought this thing. You just walked through my car.
Got access to these dreams?
Not yet. They keep them in the lab we're headed to now.
Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk. Don't walk.
Okay. Got an appointment?
Not exactly. We'll go in together, but, not through the main entrance.
Oh, we're gonna break the law.
We'll find a different way in, and then hustle out quick. Never actually been here, so I'll need your help.
Ooh. There's some gunfire going on over there. It'd be nice if there was a ladder. Don't walk. Stuck in my head.
Know any low-cost rippers?
Can't help you, June.
Great. What now?
We find our entrance.
They have an audit today. Should be a ghost town. No need to be quiet.
How'd you know about the audit?
I did my homework.
Know where they're keeping the BD?
Likely the room where they edit the autistic kids.
Hey, Lan, I don't know if you're watching right now, buddy, but you remember Death Stranding, right? With night, man, what's his name? Read us. The guy from Walking Dead. What's his name, honey? Something Reedus.
Which one?
The guy from Walking Dead that was in Death Stranding that played the main character. That played Sam. Something Reedus. But anyway. Here is an Easter egg from Death Stranding.
Should be labeled as Anthony Harris.
Here's BB right here. This device simulates conditions in the uterus, maintains the life of the BB, and detects BTs.
A few of these rooms we probably don't have to bother with.
There's BB right there. That's freaking cool. There's a gun over here.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. That's right. Ooh. Legendary pistol. Yeah. Norman Reedus. That's so freaking cool, right? As the BB unit from Death Stranding.
Nothing here. No sign of an BD.
That's so freaking cool, man. Electrical damage. A lot of critical damage. Bonus ricochet damage. Shock chance. 3 headshot damage multiplier. Man. That's a big ass gun right there. I let my dad borrow that game. He hasn't even touched it.
They definitely don't store any BDs in this area.
Laugh out loud. I just remembered not to mention our latest study to those NCPD slug brains because they just wouldn't understand it anyway. Important. I would like to remind everyone of the upcoming audit and changes in security. I'm willing to answer any immediate questions you might have. As you're aware, we had complaints from the NCPD. I know, but we have to follow the new guidelines. There's no wiggle room on this. At the time, TBD later, you will all get your new double verification access signatures. You will each receive individual emails with relevant details, no more than a reply of funding's business. Until then, continue as your work as normal, of course, excluding the day we have assigned for the audit. Good morning, all. I'd like to congratulate our very own Dr. Yawen Packard on the recent strides she has made in the field of pediatric autism therapy. Her invaluable work has paved the way for more effective therapy applications than the established behavioral methods. ESDB or ESDM, RDI, clearly surpassing all supportive methods. Sensory integration, in substantially building upon traditional approaches such as music therapy. I speak for all of us when I say we are extremely proud of Dr. Packard's scientific achievements, but also, more importantly, proud to see the huge inflow of warm letters from happy parents. Keep up the great work, everyone. Dear team, I'd like to beat around the bush as much as the next guy, but I'm afraid I don't have the luxury this time. First off, you all remember the frame quote I used to have in my office, never trust a person who's never tried to steal? Well, it seems someone took that sentiment too much to heart. Now, don't panic. It wasn't the quote that was stolen. It's safely at home. Rather, it appears as a staff member has taken our neurotransmitter research files from the facility with the likely intent of selling them to a third party. As such, all lab employees will be required to take a polygraph before leaving the facility, led by our own Dr. Al Tolliver. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If Al finds anything troubling from your test, the next course of action would be termination, legal action, or both. No jokes. I mean this in all seriousness. Let me emphasize, do the polygraph before leaving work. Then you're free to get your naps, showers, lap dances, or whatever it is you people do in your off hours. Have a pleasant day. See why. Lap dances. The following projects have been greenlit to continue next quarter. Neurotransmitters and selective countermeasures in combating the effect of stress. Cyberpsychosis. Audio-visual stimulation in autism therapy. Limited environmental stimulation as treatment for antisocial behavior. We have decided to suspend research into transcendental meditation. All those involved on the project will soon receive a more detailed report about the indefinite suspension and information regarding new project allocations. Well, it's got a magnifying glass, and I figured that'd be it. I can't throw my gun in here, but I guess I don't really need it. To welcome truth, the welcome truth that sleeps in death are twin sisters, beneficent, healing, and vilifying, is gradually making its way through a scientific as well as a religious world, bearing on its winners faith and trust in the fundamental laws of life which underlie all phenomena, and casting down forever the great Moloch of fear which stands at the gate of all men's minds, ready to devour each child of hope which has been conceived and born in the joy of life. Time and space are annihilated in dream life because of the rapid action of the energy of mind when freed from bonds of matter, and life in a state of dream is a foretaste of what life may be when the corn-sealed grades of matter which now hold the embryonic God-man in bondage are refined. I think that's pronounced right. Embryonic God-man in bondage are refined, and the energy which now must act under all the difficulties man has ignorantly thrown upon by unnatural, unwise methods and practices, through countless incarnations, will then be guided and controlled by the higher or spiritual will of man, for the perfecting of a body as much superior to the bodies of the present races of mankind as the latter are superior to those of the animal creation. Wow. Interesting. What a read. In recent years, the list of commonly feared numbers such as 4, 13, and 66 has grown now officially include the number 91, while the phobias of other numbers have origins well suited for by science. The tetraphobia derives from the fact that the Chinese words for death and four sound similar. We can still only hypothesize about the rise of 91. Patients afflicted by the phobia of the number 91 often complain of recurring nightmares in which a giant countdown reaches 91. Okie dokie. I think it's all I've read all a while ago. Yep. Okay, nothing here. Nothing to see here, nothing to see. Alright, how'd you get inside there, you River? Bathroom. He either just decided to walk in here for whatever reason, or there's something significant that I need to look at. Norman Reedus. I could not think of his name earlier. Norman Reedus. The theory of Imperial, though utterly simplistic and never formulated along the lines of required by modern scientific inquiry, is the fact useful of as a general principle. Scientists today are all too ready to consign via visionaries of previous ages for the dustbin of history simply because they deal with questions of spirituality, putting them supposedly at odds with conspiracy theories. 2. If indeed a person has a self, how can we therefore doubt that the self affects the body? If it exists, then it must exercise influence. In fact, This was proven only a few weeks ago by a group of scientists at the University of Toledo. A study conducted on laboratory mice showed correlation between regular meditation and a 20% increase in lifespan. Bibliography: The Fatal Effects of Modern Shamanism, I. Grant, Oxbridge University Press, blah blah blah. Okay. There's the brain dance thing. I don't see nothing here. This arcade roach race, that is a Easter egg to the game. I can't think of the name of it now. There's even a Netflix show based off the main character. My brain is mush today. Warwitch? Witcher. The Witcher TV show and The Witcher 3. The Witcher character names his horse Roach. And I learned that today watching a YouTube video. So there's like a Easter egg there for you. Activity in developing brain is higher compared not in a mature brain. This greater capacity to establish neural connections and reorganize cortical and subcortical brain structures allows it for substantial compensating abilities even in circumstances of existence brain damage. Unfortunately, in the case of children on the autism spectrum, the problem is one of the hyperactivity and overabundance of firing synapses results in synaptic communication disorders. The study compared children on the autistic spectrum who did not receive any primitive measures with those who received early brain dance therapy. Initial findings suggest that brain dance treatment provides beneficial support of synaptic function. Please refer to subsequent reports for detailed summaries of the findings. Uh-oh. What was that all about? She like flipped out her gun. Novophobia of numbers. I read that already. Locked. Use Kurashi to find the right cabinet. Kurashi. Oh, my scan thing? Didn't know it was called Kurashi. Nice. Imperil poisoning. Imperil, which attracts danger, is the poison resulting from irritability. This poison, a quite substantial one, is deposited against the walls of the nerve channels and then spread through the entire organism. I feel like I have this very slight urge to cough. I have this light tingle in my throat. Oh, a door. Studies that use brain imaging methodologies have shown a progressive reduction in brain volume but a swelling of the ventricle system and the volume of cerebrospinal cerebrospinal fluid produced in people who suffer from cyberpsychosis. Other studies have found that differences in the degree of cortical nerve cell depletion between stage 1 cyberpsychosis patients treated pharmaceutically and those who received brain dance conditioning, increased loss of cortical nerve cells was detected in those using pharmaceutical treatment, from which it has been concluded that brain dance conditioning has a neuroprotective effect. This experiment's result should be taken into account when implementing brain dance conditioning methods in locations with minimal environmental stimulation present. I think I've read that already. I got my car back, Lan. I'm sure you probably figured that out. It drives good, and I didn't have to pay as much as I thought I was going to have to pay. I don't know if I mentioned that on my stream before I logged off earlier today. I thought I was going to have to pay, I haven't paid it yet. I paid my down payment today, which is cheaper than what I thought it was going to be. I thought my down payment was going to be like $168 and some change, but it ended up being like $139, I think. No, it was $115, wasn't it? It was $115 for down payment. My monthly payment is going to be like $130 something. $139? Yeah. So that's good. And my subtotal that I'm going to have to pay is like a $1,500 and some change. Instead of around $1,880, it was brought down to $1,500, which is good. Noisy. Wife's making noises over there. I'm not the one that's so far away when I feel the brain dance enter my head. I saw something. I was mistaken. Use Karashi to find the right cabinet. Well, this has got to be the room.
Hey, River! Think I got it.
Found something?
Not yet.
Anthony Harris. Let's try these drawers.
Say, River, why not just have a janitor crack a door for you?
Can't risk getting scolded for sniffing around somebody else's
River.
case. Yoan!
What are you doing here? You got kicked off the force.
Just
Whoa.
suspended, actually.
What did she mean by that?
He hasn't told you?
Yoan, please, listen to me.
Aren't you in enough trouble already?
Harris kidnapped my nephew.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But we store evidence here, and we have strict protocols.
Protocols. Talking about his nephew's life here. A child's life.
This is an ongoing police investigation. Go, please.
She got some thick soles in them shoes.
Get out
Listen, you
now.
work with badges, right? You know what they're like. Feed them analysis, they'll shit out failure.
This type of thinking is the very reason we live in a lawless city.
Lawless? Remember your first med school exam? You know the one. Passed it with flying colors. Gotta remember it. Ladies' room erupted in flame. They evacuated everybody for 2 hours.
I cannot believe you would throw that in my face. I never wish to see you here again. Especially you. This man, he only takes. He never gives anything back.
River and I get along, we're friends. Hasn't let me down yet.
Huh. I thought us friends too.
That why you're refusing to help him out?
Harris's dream, BD. Where is it?
He isn't dreaming.
What? Why?
A bullet damaged his cerebral cortex. We get only dissonant urges. Pieces.
I'd like to...
Try audiovisual stimulation.
But he isn't on the spectrum.
A favorite song or movie helps you reach the kids. Might be worth a try.
I am aware of the similarity.
That
Hypothalamus
weird.
stimulation and hormone production. But Harris is not a child. I have never tried the procedure on an adult.
Any reason you haven't?
Because, unlike River, I went to med school and studied neuroscience. And not by reading about it over someone's shoulder on the metro.
Let's try it.
We don't even know his preferences.
I'll find something. That mean you're willing to try?
Just go. I'll open the front door for you.
He gets suspended.
Let's ride. I know exactly where to start.
Say, by the way, what do you know about biochips? Arasaka's relic in particular.
Well, it's designed to store a person's neural engram. Sorry. Just imagine copying over a person's memories and personality.
Right, I get that. I'm more curious what happens if the stored engram overwrites the engrams of the chip carrier.
Overwrite? I'm not even sure that's possible. Why do you ask?
Nah, never mind. Not a big deal. Thanks.
Wish it showed the interior. Ah. I may have to go the other way. Oh, there we go.
precautions this club and Night City have remained within human safety levels.
Dude! Oh my god, I ought to kick your ass right now.
Let me hear it.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Just so you know.
So, got booted off the force.
Ah.
Suspended. Mayor's death stank to high heaven. Inquest into, kicked under the rug. So I made a fuss.
Not worth asking how you feel about that.
No. It's just, it's not easy for me to talk about what's biting at my ass.
Fair enough. Could tell me where we're headed, though.
To Joss's. Randy's mom. She thinks he just ran away from home. For now, keep the kidnapping between us.
Wow.
Where's Randy's dad?
Been a few years since he got popped. Gang war.
Huh. Great role model.
Josh was left alone with 3. But she's as tough as weathered leather.
Gonna tell me why we aren't trying to find Harris's apartment?
That's a house. And I doubt he's keeping his victims in his basement. And besides, we are trying. Want to see if we can find some connection to Harris at Randy's.
Pretty weak lead.
Best we can hope for just now.
Not worried Yawen's gonna toe the line? Rat you out to her superiors?
Used to be friends. Doubt she'd do that. Plus, not that I'd use it, but I do know one skeleton she'd prefer remain tucked in her closet.
Think Yawen will actually help us, all things considered?
Yeah. These tiffs of ours always end up the same way. I'll tell you about it over a beer sometime.
Really ought to focus on finding Randy now.
Of course.
I guess he did get a new truck. His gear shifts appear to be up there on the dash by his steering wheel. And I can look down at the center console. It looks like the same truck from the outside. I would go get my car cleaned, but I think it's supposed to rain tonight.
What do you want? I paid.
Charter Hill. Let's skip the ride.
All right.
Wow, it's doing for 49 minutes.
This is it. Sure been a while. Used to come over every weekend. Time ago.
And changed it all since?
Places like this never change.
Looks like the same truck.
Lovely neighborhood. Mwah.
Oh, close the door. I didn't realize it was still open.
River. You either got business with me or news about my Randy. Wouldn't drag your butt out here if you didn't.
Joss, Meet V.
So, V, is this about my Randy?
Randy's been taken.
Why didn't you call?
Joss,
Throw a blanket over the truth, like always.
Police caught the guy, but he caught a bullet and he's in a coma being watched.
But where's Randy?
We're looking, Joss.
Here?
Arguing's not gonna help anyone.
He's my child. You got no place telling me how to behave.
Joss.
Listen, we need to look through Randy's things.
Why?
To find any lead we can. Trust me, Joss.
Just don't destroy anything. Randy doesn't like it when anyone pokes through his stuff.
Let's go, V.
The kids are playing outside. Tell them it's time to eat.
Fish sticks.
What's on your mind?
I think all the women in your life have character.
That's the trailer. Eyes peeled for details, eh?
Uncle River!
Monique, Dorian. Hey, guys.
Is this your girlfriend?
Just a friend.
You gonna stay over?
We'll see. Your mom's waiting for you at dinner. This is their old trailer. Randy moved in when I bought him a new one.
Real hellhole. Like in my good old days.
You check around, I'll check the trash.
You didn't put that over the door, did you? Did you put that in front of the door? Okay. I know you do it out of habit sometimes, so I just wondered. I didn't ask if Stephanie was in there. I was asking if you put the gate in front of the door. What's the point of looking at yourself in the mirror in this game? That's cool, water dripping from the shower head.
Tainted Overlord.
Favorite band?
You know him well.
Used to send him an album every year for his B-Day.
That's cool.
Locked. Know where the key might be?
Nope.
Wow, that magazine's very ballsy. Ba-dum-tsh. The old die quietly, their dry hands giving a faint rustle as they fall from their last time. They tend to depart this world in November, at the darkest hour of the night, when dawn seems just as far off as the spring that will never return. They leave little behind, a small stack of last century's newspapers, a few chipped cups, clothes already smelling of the casket. Under their closed eyelids flits a muted Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. The scope of memories. I am probably butchering that word because I've never had to speak that word before. Flashing by in no particular order, they die with their gaze fixed on the hardening diorama of life, of long life that is its final moments always seems to have been far too short. Shoulder itching.
Expensive tech. Randy had the scratch for this?
You're joking. No chance Randy could afford hardware like this. Way too pricey. And we gotta get in. But I doubt anyone knows the password. Can you crack it?
Don't know how, River.
Damn. Need to try to guess it then. What could he have...
Tainted Overlord?
Who's the girl?
Come on. His ex, Natalie.
X in the pic. What's her name? Natalie?
Gonna have to keep trying. Let's move. Let's go.
Be patient, River.
Come on, V.
Stand by. Fuck.
Oh. Liberum Arbitrium. Dark shit.
Sound could use work, but you can tell they put blood, sweat, and tears into it.
These days when the police have so much to worry about than whether the kids are smoking special cigarettes, when designer drugs can be bought off any corner, we say, back to the basics. Why line producers and dealers' pockets when you get to make your own cupcake concoctions in the comfort of your own garage? In the following chapters will give you quick, easy-to-follow recipes of your favorite boosters. It's fun!
B. Randy looks like his tag.
B. Randy.
Give his tag a try. Be Randy.
That's not it.
Punch this track title. Liberum Arbitrium.
That did it. Help
Cool.
me have a look around. Something deeply fucked about that cartoon. My skin's crawling.
Blades of Doom. Trilogy Chapter 1 Ghost Events was your salvation. As began to take shape among the ebb of the inky fog. By its long braid, the woman held a severed head. Only one eye socket clearly visible. Decay had already long begun, to melt the face's flesh, exposing the white of bone underneath. The other side fared much better. Then, without uttering a sound, the woman shifted her gaze to pierce the eyes of the weary warrior. "Come, kill me! I am ready for death!" she shouted with a cold intensity, prepared to meet her end at last. Black metal has produced countless charismatic characters, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. I meant to call, sorry, I spent half the day sitting. Okay. Please.
Shit, River, I remember that day. He lives close to an old school. True angel of empathy, this guy, huh? Figured out Randy's identity. Sent him the game as a present.
This guy baited Randy like a pro.
River, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No. There's no way. Why would he do that?
Not only did they agree to meet, but it looks like Randy was as excited as any kid on his way to a theme park.
Fuck. This creep definitely scrambled Randy's head.
Natalie must have been the only person Randy trusted.
Can we view this page with a link?
Drugs are bad. The red one, the people in it.
Some kind of link. The one Randy wrote about?
Let's find out.
hidden page set up by Anthony Harris.
Christ. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Wow.
Jesus, River, this is fucked. The guy preyed on troubled kids, made habit to target boys like Randy.
This is my fault. If I just paid more attention. Just talked with him more.
Hey, come on. You're not the one at blame here.
Wow.
There was a file here.
Deleted, looks like, but the name's still there.
That name. Wasn't the video file on Randy's comp called something like that?
Hey, look. The name of this cartoon matches the missing file on Harris's page.
That's what we needed to find for Yawin. V, we've got it.
Randy must have downloaded it.
Sure, but V, don't you get it? This could be the key to Harris's mind.
Here's hoping.
Hey, can you use any of that Netrunner magic to shake anything else out of this?
Not that kind of magician.
Oh, okay. We'll have to manage without it.
That cartoon, River, could be what we've been looking for. Said yourself we need something that'd get Harris to dream. Send it to Yawin.
Right. Sending it now. Okay. Says she'll get back to me by morning. And that I am a son of a bitch. And, come on. Let's grab a bite. Listen, let's not worry Joss more than we need to, huh? We're hot on the trail. We'll know more tomorrow. That's it.
That's messed up. How about that guy who took Randy?
Dorian, please.
But it really tastes like boogers.
Joss, we're finished.
All done. Off to bed, then.
We left some for you, Uncle River.
Thanks, Monique.
Tell me you found something.
Looks like Randy knew his kidnapper. They were in touch.
Why would he do something like that?
You know him. Kids. Look for help in the wrong places.
When's the last time you ate?
Yesterday.
Have mine. I'm not hungry.
Thanks. Maybe later.
Now you? No bullshit. Don't look at my brother, just tell me. Will you find my boy?
River's a hell of an investigator. Randy's good as found.
Won't give up until I do, Joss. Joss, you mind if V takes Randy's trailer for the night?
No? Sure.
Staying, right? You gotta help me see this through. To the end.
Of course I'll stay.
Find your way all right?
Yep. Gonna go hit the sack soon. Can't be easy, raising 3 kids on your own.
Well, it wasn't any easier with my husband. In fact, the best days were when he didn't come home. There were times I wished he'd disappear for a month, just to not have him hang around.
That bad, huh?
His bike in the highway, that was his world. But at home, let me tell you a story. This one time he took Dorian into the city. Had some errand to run, just father and son. He came back that night, dead-ass drunk, raging at me for calling the cops on him.
Did you?
River found him in some dive and brought Dorian home.
Must have been a relief then, when he left.
For weeks, I cried every night. My husband was killed. The father of my children.
I'm sorry.
Randy changed. He locked up. Not to mention the other 2 I still had to raise. Life was rough with him and without him. Sometimes there's no solution.
How'd he die?
The Aldecaldos told me he died an honorable death. Whatever the hell that means. They showed me his body, where his face used to be.
Oh, God.
Couldn't see the honor in that.
Let's, change this subject. Hang in there, Joss.
Wow. That's crazy.
V, wake up.
Not done sleeping.
Yawin called. It worked. The cartoon. He's dreaming.
You got the BD?
Right here. Slot it in. Jack into the computer. I want to see it on the monitor.
That doc of yours is quick. Not bad.
Wasn't expecting this to happen. Figured they'd wake up and go somewhere.
What's the matter with you, Anthony? I have to report this. I hope you understand that. This isn't normal behavior. Anthony, you killed Liam's turtle.
He was sick. He wouldn't eat, stayed in his shell. I just wanted to help him.
By injecting him with HGH? What were you thinking? Is this something your father taught you? Good people took you in, extended their trust. This is how you repay them?
I can't look around or anything.
Your friend died. I understand. But that is no excuse.
Fuck you.
Whoa.
What did you just say? Okay, I've had enough. Principal's gonna hear about this. Your foster parents, too. I see. Like father, like son.
I recognize this shooting.
It was a case study back at the academy. Give me a sec to check which school that was. Laguna Bend. Looks like the whole town got flooded in the 50s. Well, at least we know the general area where Harris lived.
Guess that'd be that. Trophy. Old one. Dating from 2042, first place in an interscholastic wrestling tournament.
Don't you dare talk about my dad!
That's right, you little shit. I know it all. Farm failed. Dad put a bullet in his head.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You can't talk about my dad, you prick! You can't! You can't! He was sick, weak. I just wanted to help him.
That's some dark stuff right there.
Tony! What you got now?
Harris looks even younger here.
Trying to figure out what to scan.
What you got now? Come here!
Coming!
Got no way to ID him. Kid's father was a real hard ass.
Looks like a cattle bioscanner for checking vitals.
See that? Cow's sick, like the rest.
Okay.
Come here!
Coming!
Tony, come here!
Yeah, Dad?
You forget something?
I asked you a question!
I don't know.
Choline and methionine levels. See anything odd?
Too low?
You were supposed to check before school. What do you gotta say for yourself? Cow's gonna die because of you. Gonna kill it like you killed your mama.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, just dial up her hormones. And shut off that goddamn cartoon! How many times
Cattle injectors for hormones, antibiotics. People ate meat loaded with the shit.
Gotta tell you not to leave it like that. Half the day I spent trying to turn that shit off. Understand?
Supplements in the feed for disease-free livestock.
Turn that shit off.
That was weird. It's kind of creepy.
That's our cartoon.
Guess that'd be that.
What the fuck?
I think this might be the place, V. It's a recent memory. Gotta
Got
be
some
his hideout.
cables.
Recent memory. Same farmhouse.
Looks like Peter Pan turned this farm into a goddamn final bastion.
Scratching his arms like he did when he was a kid. When his father was yelling at him.
Got a clock. An hour to midnight.
Must have been an auto shop or something here at some point.
Oh, fuck me. Treats the kidnapped boys like cattle. Hearing what I'm hearing?
Trash barge. That's the signal to dump. Has to be a landfill nearby.
I'm missing something. This was a serial killer psycho in here, honey. Can't get too far away from the guy's memory. Ah, there it is.
Machine controls an injection system for stimulants, hormones, something. Look, another one.
Fire department search stamp right here. City South. Perfect. Don't see Randy anywhere.
Terminal controls the pins. Gotta be another deck somewhere for the mines and turrets. Signage on the farm model points to Petrochem.
And where are you up to, Mike?
Mike.
Hey, the illuminated towers. Promoting the Us Cracks album that came out then. Colors changed every hour.
I think that might be it.
Not so sure, River. Think we ought to explore a bit more.
Okay. Let's go with your gut.
That's scary. And disturbing.
Okay, so where do we sit now exactly?
We know Harris still lives near an old school that's now underwater. You can see the NC skyline and the Us Cracks towers from the farm. It's a few miles out. Farm's located near a landfill. We know that too. Those towers promoting the Us Cracks album. Colors change regularly, once an hour. so we know the time.
11 at night.
Right. And that puts the farm east of the city. Southeast, actually. Stamp on the NCFD certificate was from the southern region. Farm model's a petrochem design, so that eliminates any others. Which narrows it down to Edgewood Farm. That's gotta be our place.
So, we've got it.
Just hope we didn't fuck it up. Come on, we gotta go.
Done more in 2 days than the NCPD accomplished in weeks.
Not hard to do, but yeah, you're right. Thanks, V. For everything.
We'll find him, River.
If I'd only known sooner how he felt. What was eating at him?
This isn't your fault.
I'm his uncle, V. And I wasn't there for him. Fuck!
Alright, cliffhanger. Gonna save the game right here. And, let's see, what's going on tomorrow? I ain't got nothing going on tomorrow, right? I got my car back. I ain't got nothing planned. So, I'll get up. If I can get up on time, we'll get on here at 9 o'clock. And I'll do 2 hours of this. And then 2 hours of Mass Effect Andromeda. Cindy gets off at 2, and then my parents coming over at 3 to watch the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie. Mom's super excited about it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. And we'll see what happens when I get back on the game tomorrow. It's good moment to leave the game, but kind of a cliffhanger, you know? Have a great night, and see you tomorrow.